Hey everybody, it's Dr. William Clark here for Leadership Conversations. This is the show where we talk about leadership according to the world that matters to you. And I wanted to do a podcast on something I saw the other day. The Duke Blue Devil basketball team and is coached by Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K, as he's affectionately known. And they won. They were playing against Virginia. And if you follow college basketball, Duke this year is just stacked. I mean, they're stacked. So there's one particular player that I've been following since high school. That's Zion Williamson, and he is doing his thing at Duke. But that's not the purpose of this podcast. However, it's the circumstances surrounding Coach K and Zion that's causing me to do this podcast. So Zion had a number of good plays in this game, of course. Coach K was asked about it. And Coach K, in explaining the play, was pretty much saying he thought Zion, as he was dribbling up the court, was going to lose the basketball, but was able to maintain his handle and drive to the basket for a slam dunk. And Coach K, says, I thought he was going to lose it. Thought it was going to be a turnover, but then he didn't lose it. And we attribute that to his younger years when he used to be a point guard before he had this major growth spurt and became the muscular, athletic player he is that we know him to be today. And as Coach K explains that in this 57-second clip, he says that Zion is an unusually great talent. And he, Coach K, has to get better at coaching this unusually great talent. Now, the thing that got me about that statement is, I mean, yeah, he's right. Zion is a freak of nature. He's an unusually great talent because of his size, his athleticism, his ability to get up and down the court, his ability to jump, his leaping ability, his ball handling skills, and he's developing his long range shooting as we speak. So, that continues to add value, not to mention his transition defense, transition offense, and his defensive skills at large. So Coach K says he is an unusually great talent for somebody of that size, height, weight to have all of those skills is unusual, and he's great. And for Coach K to even say, I got to get better at coaching him and putting him in positions and giving him opportunities to get better and to make better decisions. I, as Coach K, a legendary coach of my own right, have to do a better job. That to me just smelled and reeked of leadership all day. And of course, we got to do a quick podcast on it. We all have unusually great, talented people on our teams. If you take a moment and look at some of the people who are on your team that, quite frankly, probably shouldn't even be on your team because of, quote, missing qualifications, or, they don't have what everybody else in the marketplace has, or what the competition has. And you look at what you got and you take a moment and you step back and realize, I got unusually great talent on my team. That is the blessing we all have. There are just some stars in our teams that we're just by God's grace, able to lead and to be responsible for their careers. But the point of this podcast and the point of Coach K's statement is, even though Zion is an unusually great talent, and quite frankly, that entire starting five or starting four freshmen are unusually great talents on their own, he, as a legendary coach, says he has to get better. Doesn't that speak to all of us that we all have to figure out a way to get better as leaders, no matter how good we are, no matter if we think we've arrived? We have to get better as leaders to put our people in positions to win and succeed, not just once, but consistently. Right? Everybody hates Duke because they are winning consistently. People hate the Patriots because they win consistently. People hate the San Antonio Spurs because they win consistently. The Golden State Warriors, again, they got Boogie Cousins. Their starting five is insane. And one of the commentaries that's being said about the Warriors as of this recording, or of course this could change, is that even though Boogie Cousins missed half the season, he has jumped into the starting five and has fit in with the team. And again, it adds to their consistency to perform. People hate consistent performers, even in your business and the marketplace where you compete and perform. There's always something being said about the consistent winners. And that might even be you. And this podcast is intended to encourage you to think about your team and think about the talent you are blessed to have. It may not be everything you think it ought to be, but man, you got amazing talent on your team. Further, think about your role in coaching or leading or advancing the skill and performance of that team. And they can be great on their own, but it takes an even greater leader, a greater coach to corral a bunch of talent and to deploy them to be their very best self and to perform at their very best self on a consistent basis. It takes an amazing leader to take a collection of talent to serve the needs of customers, and customers give great reviews. It takes an amazing leader to lead a group of performers to achieve key indicators on a consistent basis where your investors are saying, wow, can you continue to do work for us? Can you continue to partner with us? It takes an amazing leader to realize that every member of the team, every member on this talented team adds significant but unique value for a specific purpose and for a specific moment. It takes greatness within you to recognize that. And as Coach K says, and I think that is something we all need to think about, acknowledge the unusually great talent, and now acknowledge those on your team who are just doing an amazing job, not because they are a carbon copy of something you've seen before, but because they are uniquely themselves. They're not trying to change themselves to fit something else, but they are being themselves, and they are being great as themselves, and they are adding value as themselves. But then also, as Coach K says, we all got to get better at putting our people in position to win, to succeed, to be consistent in results and output, etc. And I'm challenging you to do that. I'm challenging you to think about yourself in that way, because your team is in need of it. And you're going to have to do that for your team in order for your team to achieve consistent results on a regular basis. Hope you find this helpful. Share this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram TV, YouTube, and your favorite podcasting platform. This is Dr. William Clark for Leadership Conversations, and we'll see you in the next show. Peace.